What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. And oh boy, today we have some fun PHP games. Matthew actually created a game about PHP, which is super fun. And today we decided to actually, after our very good dinner, to make some PHP games with you all. So before we start, how everyone is feeling today? I know, I'm literally streaming a little bit out of schedule in the sense that typically I do stream, during the week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But effectively during this weekend, I couldn't, not leverage this opportunity of being with Matthew, Napoli, and do another live stream. And you guys know, yesterday we talked a little bit about asynchronous programming in PHP, and that was super fun. And today we are doing something fun as well, which is some PHP games. Napoli, for those who don't know you again, Can you just talk a little bit about yourself real quick?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Matthew, I'm from France, and I'm super excited to be there and do the game that we are going to do today. I work on different open source projects, Bref, PHPDI, and some others. And yeah,
Matthew is a superstar, by the way, okay? Matthew literally created Bref PHP and apparently over 2 million or billion,
yeah,
2 billion downloads on packages. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Regardless how everyone is doing, Joel, what's up? How you doing? Diabel, nice to see you. Miguel Pereira, welcome to the live stream. First time chat potentially. If you don't know me, my name is Nuno Maduro, PHP and Laravel developer, and I love you all. Dan, what's up? How you doing? I'm loving Budapest. Actually, me and Matthew, for the last 2 days, we had dinner, we had a few drinks as well, but we worked a little bit as well all together, and that was super fun. Wildy Slayer, what's up? How you doing? Sunday fun day stream, that's right. By the way, chat, do not forget to tell me if the sound is okay. Today we have music for you, but music for ourselves as well. And we are with this portable microphone, so let me know how the sound is. Welser is saying the following: I'm coming back from Ilski. Do you know this place?
Yeah, that's in Finland, is it?
Latvia.
No, back to Latvia. So I guess it was Finland.
Finland, gotcha. So he had the hockey tournament, sauna and party. Easy live stream while in the bus. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. F. Barento, how you doing? Joel is saying that the sound is looking okay, which is fantastically cool. From YouTube, I have Emet, how you doing? And we have Diabel with a subscription tier 1 on Twitch. I really appreciate your support since day one, dude. You are absolutely awesome. 5 months already. Thank you so much. That being said, let's start with the games. All right, Shad, hear me out for a bit. I'm gonna try to explain the game, and Matthew will help me out if I cannot explain the game, but you guys let me know, okay? First of all, let me know if you can see the screen correctly and if everything looks okay. Today, we are developing a game, okay? And the game is about having a PHP function returning true, okay? So literally, I want you guys, all of you, doing this game with us, okay? So we are going to do this game.
Challenge.
Yeah,
it's going to be a challenge.
They are literally saying, we are already starting wrong, dude. Like,
we don't have the screen.
Literally forgot to share the screen.
Yeah,
we are immediately starting this stuff wrong, as usual. Let me know, chat, if now you can see the screen. You should see everything right now, and let me start from scratch. Today we're doing a game, okay? So the game is called return true.win, and I'm gonna ask Matthew to share that link here on the chat if you can. I'm gonna actually share it myself. I don't think you can share it actually. So it's called return true.win. Give it a try, Matthew, to see if you can actually send links. You should be able to. Oh, nice. Can you guys see the link from Matthew? You should be able to see the link. Matthew just published the link on the chat. And the goal of this game is very simple, okay? So in all of the levels, you guys are going to have literally a function, okay? And the goal is having that function return true with the least character possibles.
Yeah, we first need to return true. That's like, sometimes it's easy, but sometimes it's hard. So let's just start with return true and then make it as short as possible.
Okay, gotcha. So the goal is having this function returning the Boolean true.
Yeah.
And your personal goal is, of course, having the function returning true, but with the small amount of characters as possible, right?
Yep.
So that's kind of the goal. It's posted on YouTube already, by the way, chat. It's literally returntrue.win. Matthew just published the link on YouTube. If you guys cannot see it, again, just go to returntrue.win. So to explain the game, the goal is not to be the fastest, okay? The goal is not to be the fastest, but kind of, you know, the one being able to have the less amount of characters as possible and still have this function returning true.
Yep.
So again, we actually did this same level 1 altogether before starting the live stream. In my first intuition was literally having this function returning true by giving true, right?
Yep.
And we talked that actually there is a way of giving less characters as an argument and still have the function returning true.
Yeah, so we can just run that
let's
understand the principle.
Yeah, let's run this test.
Because we are invoking the function,
Yeah.
and it needs to return true. And if we return false, or if we return even 1, we tried 1, actually.
Yeah, 1 doesn't work.
Doesn't work, because 1 is not true, exactly true.
Yeah, Will Slayer, by the way, 1 is not exactly true.
You can try that, actually.
Yeah, so if I put, for example, 1 and I submit, the result will be not the green message, meaning that is wrong, okay?
Yeah.
So you actually need to see the green message to have, you know, a correct result.
Exactly, that's
so
an integer.
the 1 is an integer. However, we have bird potato with the correct answer. So in fact, the fastest, not the fastest,
the shortest,
the smallest way of having this function returning true is effectively exclamation point 0. So if I do this, I will have a best score possible of 2. So my score is 2, and the absolute best score is also true. So obviously, if I just come here and I provide, for example, something like 1, the result will be not the green message, meaning that the answer wasn't correct. If I try something like true, the answer is correct. However, we are not in the best score possible, which is 2 characters. But if I do something a little bit funky, which is literally exclamation point 0, I do get, you know, the best score possible on this level 1.
Which is like a warm-up level to get you familiar with the game.
So Matthew literally told me that this is the easiest level possible. In all of the levels after this will be a total mess. So let's see how it goes.
Will be messy.
You think?
Yeah,
you think? Jordan, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate that. And why we are not using declare strict types 1? I don't think it's the goal of kind of the game.
Yeah, we will bend the rules of PHP, which is fun because it gives you some creativity that you need. You need to be creative.
Yeah, so Matthew created the game, so I assume he does. You know, he might know some answers, so I'm gonna pretend I don't know that.
Right? I created that like 5 years ago or something more, so I forgot most of them.
Okay.
But if I know the answer, I will not say it.
All right, chat, let's go. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno. We are literally doing some fun PHP games all together today on the browser, here with my very good friend Matthew Napoli. Thank you so much for coming. And you know, if you are enjoying the content, give me a follow and a like. That being said, let's jump to the level 2, which is the next one, right? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So function foo, which receives an argument, if I invoke that argument with this specific thing, and I return something which is equivalent to a string true, then I have the result true. Okay, I think I know this one.
Okay.
Can I use short closures?
Disclosure, I created the game 5 years ago and it runs with PHP 7.4, I think.
Okay, so I can now use short closures.
Let's try short closures, but I don't think they work.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a regular function.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna do this. Least characters as possible. So I'm gonna literally
you can remove the spaces.
Remove the spaces, and I'm gonna just return.
And you have the live score, by the way, on the right side.
Okay, I'm gonna just return true here.
Yeah, so you're ignoring the parameter.
Okay, so we have bird potato with short closure and then true as a string, which is effectively what I just have done.
Yeah.
However, your code may not support short closures. I guess we are about to find out.
Yeah, we are.
I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna just submit this and see how it goes.
Let's try
right?
with the long answer first. Let's make it work and then let's improve that.
Oh wow. Okay. The absolute best score of this is 9. Okay. Now I'm gonna try the short closure version. So I think it might be this. Still 13.
Yeah, you're missing actually a quote, but you have spaces, so maybe you can get rid of the spaces.
Can I remove the spaces?
I don't know which space is mandatory.
Yeah. Okay. So the underlying engine doesn't support yet short closures.
PHP 7.4.
So there is a way of actually making this with 9 characters.
So even if we could, that's not the shortest answer anyway. So that's not the best score.
Oh my god.
And I remember this one because like level 2, I remember this one.
Yeah, don't tell the answer yet.
I'm not telling the answer. I'm just saying, actually I'm not saying anything. Let's just work it out. And I will give you some hint if you
Oh my god. How the hell do I create this with 9 characters, chat? Have you guys have any idea? So the short closure true is not the correct one, right? Because short closure would still be 12 characters. And the absolute best score is 9. Yeah. So there is technically a way of answer this with just 9 characters. That's actually insane. So I invoke the given argument with this string, and the result needs to be a true. That will be crazy. So Birth is saying a reference to an existing function. Ooh.
Which is a good idea because then you don't have the function keyword, which is really, really long.
Yeah, but it's still the existing function still needs to return true as a string.
Yeah. So in PHP, you can have a callable, which is a closure, an invocable class, or a function like as a string. You can pass a string, which is a callable if it's referencing, like if it's the name of an existing function. In
PHP. But there is no existing functions here.
So you could put like strlen, for example, or I don't know, any array map. That's like a function name, but you need to find a function that will return the string true.
Dude, this is level 2.
Yeah. So to be honest,
we got two cups of wine during the dinner. So, and this is a level 2.
No. So to be honest, like this is like a trick question because you need to know about a popular function that exists, like that was kind of popular. I'm going to use quotes. Popular like 10 years ago.
Okay.
When you wanted to kind of encrypt a string, like encrypt is not the right word, but like transform a string.
Well, Slater is saying, can we use the double?
Yeah,
dollar?
we can use these kind of things.
You can use anything really.
Yeah,
as long as it
PHP,
compiles and you can submit, you can literally use anything.
Yeah.
So what is the answer? I want to know.
You want to know the answer. Yeah. So that's like a string operation function that manipulates strings and that turns. You can see you have 4 characters on the left, 4 on the right. So it kind of transforms the characters. But the thing is, if you don't know the function, that's like an algorithm. I played with that when I was young. I created like a script to like encrypt files, which is not really that. It's a very basic manipulation. Mm-hmm. Do you know about rotation 13?
I don't think I know.
Like we can do a quick Google search, but maybe someone in chat knows about that.
Can I use it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that the function is str_rot. Yeah, that's the one, and that's a completely useless function. But yeah, actually, Vardam that. Let's give it a try.
What is this, dude? Like literally. Oh, of course, we don't have dump. Dude, that's a problem. That should be on PHP itself.
Yeah.
By the way, chat, let me know if you think that dump should be on PHP itself as a native function. That's something I do agree on.
And
what is
Dan
this?
said sprintf, which is a good idea, but sprintf doesn't manipulate the string.
Is this the answer?
That's a good idea.
Or just this?
Yeah.
This is still 11 though.
Run it, just let's give it a try. Okay, that's the good answer, but I want to say something. I didn't say that at the beginning.
Okay.
You can cheat. Like, you are allowed to have warnings.
Oh, so I just do this?
And so you need to explain why this works. Because this works, and you have the absolute best, but you need to explain why this works.
Why this is even working? Like, what the heck? Is it Is this a thing like in PHP? Like if I, I don't know. Can I just do
this? Yes, you can. So you have something like maybe in PHP 8.
Okay.
These warnings have been turned into errors. Remember, we are using PHP 7. But back in the days, like PHP 4, PHP 5, you could write anything without the quotes, and if the constant didn't exist, it would be turned into a string.
That's insane. So I can technically.
So we are completely bending the rules of PHP there.
Okay, so I do this?
That should work,
so
but
that doesn't compile anymore.
That doesn't work on PHP 8.
Okay, so the game is literally kind of tweaked a little bit.
That says constant fallback. That's the name of the feature, and that was useful back in the days where you could write a string as just the characters.
If the level, this is level 2. If the level 3 is as difficult as this one.
Yeah, so just for context, the ROD 13 algorithm, what it does is it adds, the characters have the ASCII code, and so it adds 13 to the letter.
Okay.
And so it shifts the message. And that's kind of a way of encrypting a message, like, you kind of hide the text, but it's still very easy to fix because you just have to rotate back.
It's insane. It's actually insane.
When when I was a kid, we would encrypt messages with that and send it to each other, and nobody could read it, but you just have to do the operation. It's really like a dumb way to hide messages.
By the way, chat, I don't know about you guys, I have never heard about this string underscore rotation or
and
whatever.
It's like 13 because I think of some Roman person that did that, like Caesar or someone did that in like many years ago.
Many years ago, it's insane.
And it could be 12, it could be 14, but it's 13.
It's not deprecated actually. It's still something that still like a PHP thing apparently.
Oh, Caesar, yeah. Bert says it's a Caesar cipher technique. Yeah, I think it was used.
So wait, the imperator.
Yeah, the Roman thing, like many years ago.
This was his little encryption algorithm to communicate messages about war.
Yeah, for war stuff. Yes.
It's insane. Oh my god, it's actually insane. All right, this was a good
just
one.
Level 2, man.
Just level 2. That's right. All right, let me organize myself a little bit. Here we go. Why this is literally doing this? Okay, 1 second, chat. I want to do this full screen, all the way down to here. And let's go to level 3, by the way. Chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno. Today here with my very good friend Matthew Napoli. I am streaming literally every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday content around Laravel and PHP. If you just arrived, we are literally doing some PHP games, and so far we just discovered that the level 2 is actually super difficult, so we have no idea how this will be in the future. Okay, by the way, let's go here to level 3. Oh, okay. All right, so
we need to think.
We need to think, yeah. Function foo, the given argument needs to be bigger or equals to 1, but also at the same time needs to be slower or equal to 1, but different than 1. I think I know this. Well, I don't know. Well, do I know? Maybe I know.
Chat, you can send some suggestions. Huh?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do just this.
I don't know. Give it a try. Why would it be greater than 1 though?
I don't know. Convert it to because it's being compared to an integer. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah.
So it's not 1 because it would be different here, right?
Yeah. And it's the strict equal though.
It can be true. Oh, I know the answer.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go. Can you
try something? Can you try 1.0 or just 1 dot?
Marcos actually had a good answer as well, which is this, which technically
will it work though?
It might work. Yeah, it does work. That was a good one, Marcos. Nice. By the way, that was a good one.
And can you try 1 dot? Because it's a float, so it's
like this.
Yeah, but without you can omit the 0, I think.
Dude, only one person who have played these games know that, by the way. Who does
I'm
that?
not sure. Oh, it works as well. Okay. No, it works? Yeah, it works. Okay.
So
you have multiple answers.
1 dot or this.
Okay.
Insane.
Easy level.
That was a good one. That was at least something doable to actually work out. All right, so this was level 3, right? Let's move here to level 4. All right, function foo receives an argument And then we have the variable 0, which... Okay, my first answer here is this.
I don't think it will work on, but let's give it a try. 0.
0.
Easy. Oh, like you can have the same. Maybe that's the trick. Like every level has kind of a trick. Obviously, because that's the.
Yeah.
And Bert said it's easy, but that's a good
0?
one because maybe you can have multiple times the same case. You know, case 0 and then case 0, and it selects the first one. Maybe that's a.
Okay, my first answer would be literally this.
Yeah, but that's 1, not 0 is 1, so that would match the first case.
But I can have here case true. Oh, got you. 0. That's indeed. I think it's 0.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Your best score is 1. Your score is 1, and the absolute best score is 1.
Yeah.
That was an easy one. Marcos is saying it's 0 because of the first exit. And Piquema is saying that's right. He goes in the square hole. All right, Chad, let's move here to level 5. Let's see how it goes now. So we have a function with x, and the length as a string of that given argument needs to be strictly equals to 4. Okay. So string repeat will obviously make this a little bit bigger. Well, my first answer is like, is literally Nuno, right?
I think that's an easy one, but then we need to have... Yeah, okay.
So the correct answer is 1 character?
So first you can remove the quotes, because, you know, again,
PHP 7, okay, still.
That works.
Still 4.
Warning, and we need to do
one
better.
Single char?
Which, okay, yeah, remember.
Okay.
I'm not going to say.
Yeah, keep it.
I'm keeping it to myself.
Oh, wow. 1 single char, Jesus Christ. So again, Chad,
which is the source of many bugs in applications today.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So again, Chad, we need to find something that we give as an argument, and the length as a string of that given argument needs to be strictly equals to 4. And apparently it's the source of many bugs today in PHP.
Like in PHP applications, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How the string length leads with Unicode? I don't know. Good question. João Santos is saying just give 1. I don't think the 1 will be an answer. The answer is false, so it cannot be 1.
Yeah, I guess 1
While Slayer is saying
string.
Is saying just this. I don't think so.
I don't think that's a valid PHP.
It's even valid, yeah. That's not valid. How string length leads with Unicode? It doesn't. You need to use MBSTR length. So
yeah.
I think I know. Actually,
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, actually, like if you give like not an emoji, but if you give like you know, like the things we use for the terminal, the string length of that will be actually 4 ASCII codes. Am I right? How do I type an ASCII code here, though? Oh, like
try an emoji though.
An emoji? Okay. I don't think an emoji is actually.
Interesting. Ah.
Yeah, an emoji.
You need an emoji that has 4.
Yeah, but I think an ASCII code is always a 4.
Yeah, you can try an ASCII.
So Marco is saying click on Alt and then code. Dude, I have.
Oh, I think that works on Windows, right? I don't think
I have a MacBook. So Bert is saying use the tongue thing. Can I use that? Maybe I can. Copy paste, dude. It's literally in your laptop.
We have 2 laptops there.
How do you want me to copy paste? So I'm gonna.
And when I said we can use the test string, which is what we tried, that works. Yeah, that works. That is shorter.
Oh.
So the tongue emoji has 4 characters.
That was a good one. Thank you, Barty Potato. That was a good one.
Emojis are valid PHP characters.
By the way, the test would be 4 characters. So if I were to type just test, for example, that would be literally a correct answer. However, it will be 4 characters. And we just decided that, what's happening? We just saw that literally if I give something like literally an emoji.
Please don't use emojis. For
Yeah,
variables.
don't use emojis in general on your code, that's for sure. But if I use the tongue, actually, it's well, one character, but actually, it's kind of worth showing a little bit that.
Yeah, you can show with MB here.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. So if I go here to my PHP Storm and I type something like echo string length, this, the answer would be 4, right? But if I do MB string length, this will be 1. There we go.
Do you remember PHP 6?
There is no PHP 6, dude.
Yeah, but like the goal with PHP 6 was to fix all the native PHP functions to support that, and we never got it.
Yeah,
so we have MB things.
Yeah, so actually I did a live stream just about explaining a little bit the story about PHP 6, and one of the reasons why PHP 6 was skipped, like literally skipped, is that because it became all this release about fixing Unicode on the native functions. So they decided, okay, let's just skip this version because the PHP 7 won't be about that because that's not coming out, basically. So that's it.
And do you know the only PHP 6 framework that exists?
No.
Because I created it.
No.
Yeah, you can search for the PHP 6 framework.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
PHP, yeah, that's the one.
You created a PHP 6 framework?
Yeah, and...
Oh my god, what is this? Because PHP 6 is the future, but not too much the future at the same time. Oh, does it work with PHP 5? No. Does it work with PHP 7? No. Does it work with PHP 6? Yes.
So you have the Docker image, but let's scroll down, and you can see like, okay, we don't really care about that, it's like middlewares.
But it's actually something, or it's just a joke?
Yeah, it works. No, it works. I mean, it's like a really small thing, but actually go in the source code and you will have some fun.
The public thing?
Yeah.
Wait, the framework is literally in the same file?
You see the first check? That's how we check it doesn't work on PHP 5 and PHP 7.
Wait, what? Very important feature. Make sure we are running on PHP 6. If string length of computation on emoji gets broken, then oh my god, then you are not in PHP 6.
And I think we have functions with emojis in the name. I'm not sure. Maybe not on this framework.
Hilarious. Honestly, just hilarious.
Middleware marketplace.
But this is a joke still.
Hey, how do you secure the application at slashes? Do you remember that time where we enabled the feature in PHP to add slashes everywhere?
Oh my god. Hilarious.
Anyway.
Hilarious. The
cloud this one is a very not really
cloud
clever joke.
String replace the cloud by my butt. Okay.
Really clever, We have a very good question though.
What's up? What is the difference between an emoji? Oh, interesting. If you change the colors, actually, I have no idea.
Because I think when you have a color, it adds some bytes, and you have a longer emoji.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see. So I'm gonna give the fine. It's okay, right? I think it's okay. Yeah. And okay, like this. And an okay, like this. So obviously with MB will be the same thing for both.
Ooh.
So actually does have...
There's like a bug or what?
No,
Is it expected? Like, why is it 2? Hey guys, we have found a bug in PHP.
We maybe found a bug in PHP. This is hilarious.
I'm sure there's it's not a bug, it's a feature thing. I'm sure there's an explanation, but...
Serious?
Unicode 16 vs 32 says bug. Maybe, maybe that's the...
So what if I do the okay with this one? Is it like 1.5? It's 2 as well.
And so can you do strlen without the
Bird
MB?
Potato is saying is like Unicode 16 versus Unicode 32.
Yeah.
Hey, Washkiran,
Wow.
nice to see you, by the way. How you doing? Hey, Luis, nice to see you as well. Maxi, nice to see you. My quota in Juni is literally unlimited at the moment, I guess. I don't know.
Base emoji plus modifier.
Yeah, it's still
Wow.
weird though, right?
Yeah, that
I
is
would
weird.
I would expect
Can
this.
you check the actual length? Like if you remove MB?
Oh, if I remove empty?
Yeah. We might have, I don't know, 4 and 8? Oh,
488.
So 8 characters.
8 characters
just for
the
that.
color, yeah.
Wow.
That's actually insane.
Interesting.
That was a good one, chat. Let's move forward to the next level. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno, PHP and Laravel developer. Is the camera still good? Looks,
let me check.
Really looks like
The
it's
more
a
we
little bit-
move, the more the camera is like, yeah, let's check.
Let's check how the camera is, even if
No, that's fine.
it's actually okay.
Very good. Nice.
Nice, nice, nice. Let's move here to level.
Oh, we need to watch out though because our face is going over
The what?
the screen, like the output of the this.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's
Let
move
us
here
know
to
if,
level 5. Level 5, we just did this one. Level 6, I think. Here we go. All right. Remember, chat, you need to return true to win. So every time you see a function, you need to literally just give here an input that will make this function return true, through the Boolean. On top of that, your goal is literally make sure that you do that with the least characters possible, with the smallest amount of characters possible. In looking at this one, so we have a function foo, which receives an argument. That argument needs to be strictly equal to call oh my god, to calling that same argument. I think I know. Oh no, it cannot be, no.
You cannot use, we may need to remind you, cannot use PHP 8 features, it's PHP 7.
I asked Matthew if this game was kind of easy, he told me yes. I'm gonna try just one to see how it goes. Okay, it doesn't work. So one doesn't work. I have literally no idea, let me think. So function foo.
I don't know the answer, but I guess it needs to be a function because it needs to be a callable.
You don't know the answer for real?
No, I don't remember the answer. It needs to be a callable.
What happens if I give foo? Just...
Oh, that's...
It doesn't work.
Would it do, maybe it does...
What happens if I do this?
That's really clever, like doing foo. I don't know why it didn't work. Because maybe it will do like an infinite loop. Why doesn't it work?
Bug-driven development.
Oh, too few arguments given. Because you are calling the function foo without arguments. Yeah, I don't think that would work. Okay. Bug-driven development. I like the idea.
I have literally no idea.
So let's forget.
Oh, Marcos is saying that the absolute best score is 22.
Yeah.
So it will be something big.
Yeah, it will be something. Let's forget about the best score first. Let's just make it work. So it needs to be a function that returns itself. So I guess we need to like a function that returns itself need to be, if it's a closure, we need to put that into a variable with a reference, and the function returns the variable, which is itself, I guess.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know if that's like the shortest
no,
one.
makes sense. 22 is still not a lot of characters though.
I don't know how many characters that would be.
So if I give something stupid like this, I get to see 22. Jesus Christ.
Recursive foo. Yeah, but foo requires an argument. How it's declared. So it doesn't work because it requires the x argument, and
oh, I have an idea.
Oh, go ahead.
I have an idea. I think. Or maybe not.
But can you put? Oh, yeah, but PHP 7.
PHP 7, yeah, PHP 7.
But I like the idea.
Puyapal is saying add to string.
To what though? Can you just do a variable equal a function like a closure, and inside the closure, you can do use. Like $a equals function.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly. But then you have to assign x at the beginning. Yeah, exactly. X equals that.
This is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Like literally.
And
why would I have to do that though?
Because you want the function to return itself. So you need x equal.
Oh.
Yeah. Does that work?
Equal. Okay, so that would be b equals to function, and then just still give b.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
is
we can.
so,
yeah, b,
this,
b
this
is easier than
so
x.
fucked up, like literally.
Why doesn't it work? Oh, you need to use the reference thing, like the ampersand.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Why?
I'm just saying randomly undefined variable b.
You mean here?
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know why.
Okay, let's see. So we have key SF saying the
Yeah,
following.
yeah.
Function return x, I think.
Yeah, that's what we have. But
So
we
that's
need
what we have. Wait,
function
what?
returns- Oh, why do we need the ampersand? Yeah, where they suggested the same thing. I don't know why we need the ampersand.
I have no idea though. Why do we need this though? Can I make this a little bit?
Oh, maybe it is because we are. Oh, I know. Maybe because we are technically using the b variable inside the function before it is assigned. So we
Kind of tricking PHP a little bit, right?
Yeah, we are declaring b before it is assigned, using it in the closure,
That's
and
insane.
then it's assigned, and we are pointing to the right variable. Then I guess.
Dude, check the camera right now. You got.
Oh, we cannot see you.
Give me a second,
Sorry,
chat.
guys.
Leave me a second. All right, let me know, Matthew.
Yeah, there will be some delay. I think. Just wait a second.
It should be good now. At least it's 1,000 times better.
Yeah,
than
that
you
is good. That is good.
Thanks.
Guys, this is very random.
You might.
Can you pivot a little bit to this side? Just a little bit.
Maybe.
Oh, I think that will be good. Yeah, come and sit down.
Wait a second.
Perfect.
Should be good, no?
Yeah, I think it's good.
So this is actually working. So we have a score of 41. However,
But we need we need to make that
22.
Let's remove the spaces.
Can you put the chat?
Yeah,
now?
let's open the chat back. I want a picture of that.
You want a
setup.
picture
You
of
don't
this
want- You
setup?
don't want to see a picture of that
You
setup.
don't want to see it, dude.
is so
It's literally
random.
like 3 bottles of water with something that you use to make the food, plus like, you know, some.
It doesn't make any sense.
Take a picture of this. It's actually super fun. This is.
Wait. We'll send that maybe later.
All right, chat. We have literally a 41 score with this. So obviously, you know, it's a good answer, which I'm still yet to understand how the hell this dollar thing changes everything. I guess I know why this is a change, because the B does not exist yet, so I cannot access it. Still kind of fucked up, to be honest. Okay. Axel will complain. Circular reference. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Can we remove all the spaces and see what?
Puyapal is saying that there is something like this being used on Laravel itself as well. Oh, removing the spaces? Like
yeah,
this?
just to gain some, like improve the number, basically.
Like this. Like this.
Yeah.
And this.
30. Can we remove? Yeah, can we remove the?
I don't think I can remove this one though.
So
That's
33.
30, that's 33 already.
Yeah. Can we try and remove the semicolon at the end?
I can't.
I don't know. No. Okay.
I can't.
And the space before the dollar?
I don't think it will work. It won't compile.
Ah, we learned something today.
Oh my god. Marx is saying it's a strict object comparison, so you must use the dollar, so it's not a copy. So actually, objects are always by reference, though.
Yeah.
So you know, technically, I think this is like we are using a dollar because it's the. How do we call this, by the way?
Ampersand. Yeah, because
the percentage because.
ampersand.
Yeah, but we are using this because it's kind of a special situation where we are literally sending in a variable before assigning it.
Yeah.
But in general, objects, they are compared by reference anyways, so you wouldn't need to use that.
The closure is an object under the hood.
Yeah. So chat, we need to transform this from 32 characters to 22. So we are talking about 10 characters that we need to remove.
I don't think we can remove the use. So, okay, let's eliminate. We cannot eliminate function. We cannot eliminate the use part, I think.
You don't need the old function word? It doesn't support arrow functions, by the way.
Yeah, we are stuck on PHP 7 for the game.
Yeah, the game is like PHP 7, so you literally use...
It's an old game.
Yeah.
I need to update it. But then, so just give it a try. What would it look like if it was supported? Because I'm not even sure we could do... Can you try in your terminal, like in PHP Storm? Because I'm not even sure that we could beat the best score with PHP 8.
I think we probably could. So that would be this. Oops.
How do we still need the ampersand use thing? I think we do, because we still need the reference.
No, I don't think the... Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh my god, it's literally complaining the shit out of this.
Why?
I forgot the...
Wait, you have PHP keyword, like scroll.
Oh, an extra one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect. Wait, still not good?
I don't think so.
You cannot use...
Oh, really?
Use with shorthand. Okay. Can you add the ampersand here? No, that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay, so it's not even PHP 8 wouldn't work. Yeah, the best score is not 10, it's 22. We cannot remove the return keyword though.
No.
I think I have a suspicion of what the best score was, and if it's my suspicion, we will never find it.
You don't think we are going to be able to find it?
Do you want me to cheat and look
Yeah,
at
check the solution, yeah. Okay, chat, we have literally something here which tells us the solution, so I'm going to change here real quick to Matthew Napoli screen, and he will be literally showing us the...
I have the answers.
The answers,
I need to avoid spoiling the answer, so I need to be very careful. So we have level 1, level... Oh, wait, I need to be very careful. Level 2, level 3. Which level?
I think it's 4 or 5. No, go ahead. It's like 5.
Wait, why empty? Level 4.
Who cares? Go down, down.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god.
Can you copy that? What the heck? Can you what the... Is this a solution?
Yeah. I think I don't want to spoil, to make a mistake, because if I click anywhere, so type that, maybe type that.
I'm gonna literally type that right here.
Yeah.
So that would be, oh my
what
god, $s equals to session ID.
Session ID is a native function.
And then...
Oh, yes, I get it.
Close it. This is so fucked up. Then dot, which probably returns an object. And then
why the dot?
S again, and then S inside. So this would return true. What is session ID, by the way?
It's a native function, and I think it kind of returns itself if you don't...
Yeah, back in the days where you can call it without, you know.
Yeah, but you need to remove the parentheses, because you don't want to call it, you want to reference it. Like you see, that you won't have
like this?
No. These two. You don't want to invoke the session ID function. Yeah.
You just do this?
Yeah, but you need to add parentheses.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the solution. Can you run that?
Yeah.
But that's a fatal error on PHP 8.
So it might be because back in the days you could just do this, but now you have to do this.
Yeah.
So it's compiling. So the answer is all true. It is. It's 1.
Wow. So
it's true. Yeah, it's 1 because it strictly equals to true.
Yep.
Which leads to the question, like, why the fuck this is even working?
Let's check. I think session ID, if you don't pass an argument, it returns maybe what it has in session.
Oh, okay.
Wait, and so no, I'm not saying anything that makes sense. Can you var dump that maybe, just so we can see the...
Yeah. This is so fucked up, like literally. It's
so we have an
empty string. Empty string.
So we can concatenate that Oh no.
So
$S equals the function name. Okay.
Exactly. And then
we concatenate with what? With
we
itself?
concatenate, exactly. So this will return an empty string.
No, because we are not invoking it at the moment. We are setting the variable and then concatenating the variable with itself, invoking it with itself. What? So the thing is, this is a game I created and it's public and online, and some people played with it and submitted answers that I cannot really explain, but it works. And if you wrote that, maybe someone is watching. Honestly, congratulations.
This freaking my brain, do the same, man. Honestly, Marcus is saying this game is a quest for obscure PHP functions and arcade behaviors, dude. Honestly, this answer is so complicated that I don't even be able to understand this. I'm gonna move forward.
Yeah, let's move to the level 6. Let's say...
no, I think this was level 6, by the way, I think.
Oh, level 7?
So let's go to level 7, chat, all right? Level 7 here. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, today we are doing some PHP games which apparently have impossible answers. And the goal is kind of, you know, having a function and you just try to, you know what are you giving to that function, and your goal is having this function returning true, okay? So now we have here function foo, which receives an std class, okay? And then the array version of that std class needs to have a key on the position 0 with true, okay?
So we can start with the long version.
Yeah, let's start with the long version. So my long version would be I want to try this first, if you don't mind. Literally this.
What? Oh.
Yeah, I was trying.
You went with the short version first.
Yeah, I was trying to see if this gets converted to an std class behind the scenes.
You can convert that with like, can you cast that to an object? Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is good. Yes.
Oh my God! It was actually super close. All right, chat. So my answer actually has.
Oh, okay, I see it.
And I know the answer already, I think. So my answer actually has a score of 15. Is a well done answer, but the best one is 12. So I think we just have to do this.
Wait, no.
It's 13. Wait, what? There is a shortest. The space.
Yeah, space. Always think about the space.
Here we go. 12 out of 12, chat. Do you have an answer here?
We cannot replace true with 1 because 1 is not equal to true. I think there's a strict equal in the game.
You mean here? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's not a strict equal explicitly written, but it's checked.
Yeah. So basically, this will return 1 here instead of actual true. So you need to kind of, transform the 0 to a Boolean by doing this.
We are getting better.
Yeah, that was a good one. João Santos is saying, can you update the game? Can you update the game to the latest version of
Honestly,
PHP?
I want to do that now.
That would be a good one.
Like we can see the same answers for PHP 7 and PHP 8. That would be great.
Thank you, Diabel. By the way, Shed, I apologize for my voice today, but thank you so much for the feedback. Bert is saying space, and that was it, indeed.
Yep.
So let's move here to level 7, I think. No, that was a level 7. Let's move here now to level 8. Ooh, that's a funky one. All right, so we have a class bar, which is empty, and then we have a function foo, which receives that same bar, which is the thing we need to provide here. And then getting the class, or the result of the get class of X needs to be different from bar. I think I know this one. It's like inheritance stuff.
Like a subclass?
A subclass.
Yeah, but yeah, let's do the long version first. Yeah, subclass.
Okay, so I'm gonna do class X extends bar and yeah, I would do this. Is this a long version? I think this is like the correct version.
Wait, 21. I don't think it would work. Let's try.
Oh, really?
Oh, you cannot declare a class.
Oh yeah, I'm stupid.
As
yeah, can I do an anonymous function?
Yeah, I think that's the right one.
New class X extends B.
Yeah, I think you need the parentheses, like new class X and.
Oh, like.
No, after X.
Like this, just.
Oh
right?
no, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So here I may actually save some spaces.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
space.
best answer is 23. You literally just gave 26. I may be able to remove this. 24. Ooh. Can I remove this one? No. Oh my god.
Can you remove... Oh, can you remove the parentheses?
Yeah.
Oh, the
although
braces.
he's saying the braces. Let's try the parentheses like Matthew is
Add a
saying.
space, maybe.
Okay. Class. So this one I cannot remove.
No. I'm saying like add the space instead of the parentheses.
Like this?
Yeah. I don't think it works.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it does.
93. That was a good one, Matthew.
Okay.
Check.
Yeah, nice.
Trying the braces was also a good idea, Marcos, by the way. João Santos is asking if Budapest is worth traveling. What do you think, Matthew?
I think it is, right?
Yeah, I think honestly, in terms of food, but also in terms of having a few drinks, it's a good. It's just fun. So you know, I'm here for 5 days already, leaving tomorrow effectively. But you know, it's a fun city. So if you want to have fun, it's a good place. Oh, Marcos meant parentheses. That's why he was always mixing braces with parentheses.
Those as well.
Thank you. So this was level 7, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to level 8. Oh, this was level 8. Let's go level 9 now. Ooh. All right. So function foo receives x, and then x plus 1 needs to be.
Like x plus 1 needs to be equal to x plus plus, or different. I think there's some.
What is x plus plus though? I forgot.
I think so. If you have x and then followed by plus plus, it increments after the operation. The plus plus x increments before the operation. So basically, it's x plus 1.
Okay, so if I do this, plus x, should I echo here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 2.
And you will have the same result, I think, if you invert.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no differences here.
No difference here.
So what is exactly?
Wait. Oh no, actually, you have a difference. You have 2 and 2. So that's the difference.
Oh, this
And then-
this one doesn't change the actual value. Actually,
No,
of x.
it changes after the operation. So maybe you can echo x again a third time without any operation, but add at the end. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the plus plus at the end will increase after the operation is executed.
Yeah. So this one doesn't modify the value basically.
No, this one modifies immediately before echo, and this one modifies after echo because we have.
I don't think you're right. I think this just modifies the result of the operation. You know what I mean? So
No, because the line 10 has 2. Like it's 2 here as well.
Oh, you're right.
So the echo happens after the increment on line 9, but then on the second one, it happens after the echo. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh, it does make sense, yeah.
You have
Oh,
Tinkerbell, by the way.
interesting.
That would be useful there.
Tinkerbell?
Like, to have the comments like you did.
Oh, yeah. So basically, okay, gotcha. So here will be 1. Here will be 2. Yeah, 2. Here will still be 2. And then I'm gonna see 3 immediately. Gotcha.
So then it means if you go back to the challenge, it needs to be different than y after the increment happened.
Right, so we will be here, right?
Yeah. That's level 8, right?
Level 8, exactly.
No, 9, sorry. Yeah, level 9.
So here will be 1. Here will be 1 as well.
We have a suggestion to use...
Is this like 2 here?
Yes, that is 2.
Okay, this is 2 still.
Yeah.
How about this one? 3?
No, 2.
Oh my god, I'm so confused.
And then 3. Because echo is executed before the incrementation happens. Like the incrementation happens after.
Oh, got you. Okay, so see I here 2 because this operation will only take effect literally after the echo, which is here. Okay. So, got you. So here, when we are literally comparing this with epsilon, The increment was done already.
Yes.
Okay.
So we increment x before, and then we like y is x plus 1, and then we compare it to again x plus 1, but it should be different.
Okay. So let's see. I pass 1.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 plus 1 will be 2. Okay. And then
Plus 1 will be 2.
this will be 2.
And
And
it
that
won't
is
work.
not different from...
Yeah. Like you can try and submit.
Yeah, the result is
So,
not
okay. Is there anything, oh, is there, like the question I was going to ask, is there anything that has a different behavior when you add 1 or when you have plus plus? And I think I have an answer for that. It needs to behave differently. Because those are two different operations. So for numbers, the result will be the same. But I think for letters, it will be different. Maybe I'm saying something wrong. But like if it's a letter and I add 1,
Yeah.
the letter will be cast to an integer and it will
Yeah.
be like 0 plus 1. But plus plus will, you know, shift the ASCII code. It's a different operation for letters. Like if you try A.
Hey, let's try A. Like this.
Yeah.
The absolute that score is 1 though. But...
Yeah, but then we can remove the codes. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
it's actually correct.
Yeah, okay.
So I have to remove the codes. I got it. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
This is so fucked up though, like literally. Let me think. So if I give 1, this will be converted to 1.
Yeah,
because
let's
of
try
the-
without them. We can check. I don't even know what happens if you add plus 1 to A.
Let's see. Da, 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 da.
Like even A plus 1. What does it do? I guess it does 0.
If I do this, you can have a dump epsilon,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty obvious here. Here I'm going to see 2.
I think you're going to see 1. What? Oh, you are strict types? What?
Yeah, it's like it's literally PHP. It doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work anymore? Thanks, old PHP says, but yeah, we need old PHP now.
Can I? I think I can do that actually. I'm gonna change to PHP 8.1.
Yeah. Same.
Same thing, yeah.
A plus 1 doesn't work. Maybe,
Line
okay,
5.
let's try something. X, can you
Since
add?
when though?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we don't have the declare strict types, so
Exactly. I'm supposed to be able to do this.
yeah. Can you add quotes with 1 around the 1 thing?
Like this.
Yeah, just to see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
What?
It
String
doesn't work.
Oh,
Yeah.
you cannot add strings anymore?
Yeah, I was, you know, I thought, so this I think it will work though.
Okay, that makes sense in PHP world.
Wait, what?
It's not really right.
Have you seen
but-
the what thing?
Yes, that's exactly that. Like what?
This, how's it called? The what?
What without an H, right? No.
What?
It's JavaScript.
JavaScript video. I think that's the one. This video is so fun.
Like the conference, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the what? Not the conference. The a talk of 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, talk. Yeah, talk
Yeah.
from Gary Bernard. Yeah, that's the one. What? That's the one. Top one.
Yeah, but I need to go to this to his website. I think.
Okay.
Let me go here. This video is so hilarious.
You know that Return True website is inspired from JavaScript.
All right, good.
Oh, really?
There's a
You guys know what
JavaScript version.
WAT means?
By the way, chat, can you guys hear everything? Let me know if you can hear the video, all right?
You guys know what WAT means? All right, good. You guys know what WAT means?
What?
WAT. Exactly. Let's talk about Ruby.
We talk about
In
PHP,
Ruby-
but we talk about PHP, but this stuff is even like,
Yeah.
it's even worse.
It's universal.
If you reference an undefined variable, of course it name errors, as you would expect. And if you try to assign B to A with them undefined, of course it name errors, as you would expect. And what happens if you try to assign A to A with A undefined? Correct. Nil. Wat. Let's talk about Ruby. Ruby, unlike some other dynamic languages, does not have bare words, so you cannot just type words in and have strings come out, unless you define a particular method missing that does the right thing. And then if you type bare words, suddenly Ruby supports bare words. And in fact, it will even support bare words with bangs in them. And this is not deserving of WAT. This is actually a result of how awesome Ruby is. But if you ever actually do this, then WAT. Let's talk about JavaScript.
There's a bazillion things here.
Does anyone know in JavaScript what array plus array is? Well, let me ask you this first. What should array plus array be?
Array.
Empty array, I would also
Yeah.
accept type error. That is not what array plus array is. Wrong.
Just an empty array.
Wrong.
That's all I would say.
Array plus array is empty string.
It should be. I was saying what it should be.
Obviously, I think that's obvious to everyone. Now, what would array plus object be? This should obviously be type error because those are completely disparate types. Does anyone know what this is? No. Close. No. Far away. It's object. Right. Nicely done. Now, of course, because this is plus, so you can flip the operands and the same thing comes out. So if we do, what? No, that's just an object. If you do object plus array, you should get exactly the same thing, which, as you can see, you do. And finally, the only one of these that's actually true is, because you add arrays, you get empty string, that doesn't make sense. But an object plus an object is actually not a number, technically. So this one's actually right. And exactly, right? Like, what is even going on in this lab? I don't even understand what person with a brain in their head would think that any of this is a good idea. Okay. Enough making fun of languages that suck. Let's talk about JavaScript. If I say array.new 16, or just array 16, I get an array of 16 things, which it represents as 16 commas, which is obvious. And if I then join those with a string, then I get the string 16 times. This is actually the only line in this entire presentation.
So actually, I mean, like you initialize an array with 60 positions. All of those positions don't have anything. So the string representation of everything inside is nothing. So you get to see nothing, comma nothing, comma nothing, comma nothing.
Like that's how the interpreter
I think
dumps the variable.
This is just a little dump.
Okay, that's a dump, yeah.
So then you join
And
all
then
of
that's the
them.
string.
Yeah, you need to join all of them by what? That's why you see all. That's why he's saying that it's the only thing that makes sense here.
That's reasonable. Now, if I take that string and then add a 1 to it, it interprets the 1 as, or casts the 1 to a string, and then
Not that
we
bad.
get wat1 a bunch of times. Fine. Does anyone know what will happen if I subtract 1 from the string? I'm assuming no one does. I'll give you a hint. Does this help? Does anyone know?
Hilarious.
Batman.
Such a good video. Such a good video. That was a good one, Chad. Oh my god.
That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Gary, for this video, by the way. Oh my god, please don't post it elsewhere without
Is
permission.
that cut?
I don't know. I didn't know, so fuck it, I guess. Oh my god. All right, Chad, what time is it? It's 20. Should we keep going with one more?
Let's one more.
It's one more. All right.
JavaScript is weird. That has been said, yes, but we have some fun things in PHP though, right?
Yeah, we do have a few things in PHP as well, that's for sure. Let's move here to return to win again. And let's go now to level 10. Ooh, that's a big one. All right, again, this function foo needs to return true, right? So we have literally a class bar with a private A, which is a public function construct which receives that same A. Oh my god.
No, those are different variables.
Yeah.
So it could be true, it could be whatever.
So if I give false here.
Oh, it forces false actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm mixing up. So we write a function that takes bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna just give a function to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm gonna literally just do this.
Yeah, it won't work though. We need to change the object to return. Oh, okay. We need to change the object to change A to put true.
Gotcha. So now I think we are going to receive that same object as an argument. I can do this. And then maybe.
Yeah, how do we rewrite the private property, I guess?
I know. I actually know that answer. I actually know that answer.
Where did you use that, by the way?
Everywhere? Multiple times, honestly. Yeah. Override private properties, I used that like 1,000 times. Let me actually just copy paste the code here. So I'm gonna do this.
Invade? Oh, yes, invade.
Yeah, invade, I think it uses the same thing.
Invade is a package, right?
Yeah. So I do need to change a private. And oh my god. This will be so tough. Cause
we get the object, we just change the private property.
Yeah.
Like we could use reflection, but obviously
oh yeah. I think I know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just use another one.
Okay. Yeah,
I think this will do this A equals to true, which I can do this.
Yep. And you need to remove the arrow.
Ooh, oh.
Yeah. Like the arrow, like you wrote an arrow function. Yeah. That should work. Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it like this and then remove the parentheses. It's telling me that O is not being used. Is that normal?
Oh, you have to use it.
And I'm using it right there.
Yes, you're right.
I don't think I need this.
Yep.
How about now? Yo is definitely being used right there.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. Joao is asking is invade available? I don't know if you meant in the PHP world, I think it is.
Yeah.
But in that specific challenge, it isn't.
Yeah, on this challenge is not available here. Okay, so I'm gonna just literally call this call thing, kind of do the same thing.
Oh, Bert has a nice solution then, which is much simpler than what we have.
Oof.
Just rewrite
1,000 times more simpler.
Yeah.
All right, I think this will work. Let's see. Can I do this?
Yeah.
Do I need this?
I think so, you do. Yeah, I think you do.
Okay. It's gonna go
You
away.
should try without removing the spaces first, because if you have a typo or whatever,
it will be
easier to fix.
Well, in theory, I can just...
Yeah. Everyone is saying we need to use the variable, but I don't understand why. Because
I don't think we do, no.
Yeah, we are not using the O inside the sub function, we are using it directly in our function. So if it's an argument, we can use it directly, but maybe I'm missing something. Oh, Punyapal has a nice idea as well, which I really like.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So,
which is similar to BERT actually, which is really clever. So much simpler than what we did.
Oh, really? Let me just try to get this to compile.
Yeah, we need to finish this.
Yeah, let me just try to get this to compile. So, I think this will compile like this. Yep, this I think will work. So if I do this, Yep.
67.
Oh my God, the best answer is
Yeah, okay,
27. Jesus Christ. What do you have here?
So essentially, Bert and Punyapal have the same solution, which is a similar solution, which is create something completely new and return it, but actually change the parameter by using the reference. You don't have to change the parameter; you can override it entirely, which makes sense. It's really clever.
Okay, let's try here. Well, the bird potato one is even smaller.
Yeah, it's really simple.
It's really smaller. Can I go to? Should I copy paste it real quick? Yeah, let's do that.
Can you keep this one though? Like comment it maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need a $F. Oh, you are using
Oh,
it,
just for
yeah,
that, just to see if
the-
it compiles.
okay.
So that would be this, and then.
So that's where you catch the parameter by reference.
So Bert is saying that his solution is literally 29 lines.
29 characters,
Yeah.
and it's not the best. But maybe...
Yeah, honestly, 29, I would be very happy with it if it works.
Yeah.
So this is 29 characters? Yep, it's still
29.
one. So if I do this, no need for this. Yep, it does
Okay.
work.
So
That's
we
30
have
lines.
30, yeah. Maybe remove the last semicolon.
Oh yeah, because it's an argument, so I don't need to send it.
Yeah.
Still 29.
Can we cast an array? Can we cast an array to an object of a class? We can have an array and cast it to an object,
Yeah,
but can we cast to a specific class? I don't think we can.
I don't think we can now. No.
So the other possibility, we can access private properties with the array syntax with the null character. I don't remember exactly how it works, but you can, so let's say class R. Let me actually copy from the example. Level 10.
Yeah.
So let's take this one. So $A equals new bar, and I think it's true by default in here. No,
It's false.
Yeah, it's false in the example. Okay, and if we var dump that cast to an array, and we run that.
Oh, I think I know where you are going.
Yeah, you see? So I think we can $A that equals true. Like this is a null character. Oh, I think that doesn't work because so first of all I need quotes like these quotes.
Yeah.
But I cannot do that because it's an object.
So you want to cast to the... Well, technically now you can probably do the STD stuff, no? Perhaps?
The what?
Let me see again.
Chat.
You just need to make sure the calling A will return true. That's it.
Can we? Yeah, and Amin says, can we cast an array to an object of a class? Is literally like you said. Can we though?
Yeah, I think I have an idea. Okay,
Yeah.
I think I have an idea. Just put here A. Right there, A, just A.
A?
Yeah.
What?
Just remove all of that.
Ah, okay.
Just put A.
Yeah.
And now cast to an STD
You need
class.
to switch to my screen though for everyone to see.
And then you cast to an STD class.
Oh, STD class. Okay. Or object.
Oh, an object. Yeah, an object. Try now.
Sorry, it's really small. So we have a fatal error, cannot use object of type bar as array. Yeah, I think it's line 21 there's a problem because I am setting here, yeah. Can we though, can we do this? Oops. Can we cast? I don't think we can, but just to check. Let's remove that. Okay, so we have an std class.
With a true. Yeah, that should just work.
Yeah, but the function is calling the function. That's why the challenge is harder, because it's calling the function a. Oh, wait. Can we can return an anonymous class that has an a method. It doesn't need to be bar anymore.
But even std classes, they can have methods.
They can?
Yeah, even though the anonymous function wouldn't be that bad.
So an anonymous class, like we could have return new class, public function a, oops, like that. And actually, so we are passing by reference, so object x takes an object. So it can be a function that, sorry for the autocompletion popping up.
Yeah.
And
still we would need to mutate the given argument.
Yeah, but we can do that by adding that. Right? But is it shorter? I don't think it is.
Oh my god. Remove public?
Public.
And maybe spaces and shit like that? Go ahead.
I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Spaces and shit, yeah.
Can I remove that? No, I can't. Can I remove that? No, I can't. Oops. You know, maybe PHP 8.
Yeah, this won't be shorter though, I think. But
yeah,
give it a
this
try.
isn't shorter.
Give it a try.
Oh wait, how many characters do we have?
It's
57. No, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Why? How many?
57.
What is the best answer?
27. And you had...
You had 50?
Yeah, 57.
That was 50?
57 characters, right? Yeah. 9? Yeah, 57. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
Does the chat have anything? Let's see.
Oh, that's what Punyapal did. Yeah.
Oh, that's literally what Punyapal did? Okay.
Yeah, I think the bird solution was the right track. I really think the... Oh, I know! Oh, this is awesome. Okay, this is crazy. So this is this ID. I remember that we can... I did that before to override private properties. That's another way. So you can do... let's remove that. So $A, and then you can have A, right? Equals true. That doesn't work because it's private. If I can make it public, that works, okay? Now I have overridden, it's like doing A, right? But now let's make it private again. Can I do this? I'm pretty sure I can. Oh no! I'm sure there's a way. I know it exists. I don't remember exactly what the syntax is. Maybe in chat someone has that. Because I know you can override private properties by binding a function. You can cast to an array. And there are other solutions to override the public. There's the reflection, but we don't want to use that.
Chat, what do you think? Should we just see the solution? This looks so tricky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have the answer, but that's like cheating.
Nunu Nation PHP competition. That's right, man. That's right. This is a very tricky one. I had no idea we could do stuff like this, by the way, with the bar A thing. You know, literally just, you know, using the character 0 to kind of override methods and shit like that. I had no idea.
Yeah. I'm frustrated. Okay, let's check the solution.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I would still think, I still think the solution is around literally sending an argument by reference and somehow, you know, change the content of that argument to a new class, where that new class, like anonymous function or whatever, would return the new value. We saw that it was literally 50 characters, but maybe there is a better way with an arrays and std classes to do that, you know?
Yeah, maybe there is.
All right, let's see the solution to see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see the solution. So, let me avoid making... solution 10, right?
I think so. Is that the one?
What? Oh!
Yeah, that's the one. So. Oh, that's the solution from BERT, but optimized. Oh, interesting. Can you copy paste it to me?
Yeah. So you have actually, we did a new bar solution, but we can, instead of having the class name hard-coded, we can do new X, and it will use the type of the variable.
Oh my god.
Like get class.
Yeah. So basically, instead of doing new, how is it called? Bar?
Yeah.
Instead of doing new bar, you are doing new X, and it just uses the same time to kind of infer.
Let me show that maybe. Var dump new bar and var dump new
A.
This should work.
Insane. Like
actually,
why
that
is even
in
working
PHP
to be
8.
why that is even working to begin with? It's insane.
Parentheses. Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Why that is
PHP,
even working?
What?
Why that is even working to begin with? It's insane, Chad.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we have here? So this is level 10. Let's do one more.
Okay.
To finish this out, Chad. So that's level 11. We did pretty much 10 levels, which is pretty cool already. 11. Let's see. Oh, this is an easy one. Well, easy one. Easy one. Best solution possible is 2 characters. So you have a function foo with an array X. And the position 0 of the given array needs to be null. You need to do this with 2 characters. So obviously, you can, I mean, this would work. Yep.
Yeah.
But this is 6 characters. So how do you convert this to? This wouldn't work.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I'm pretty sure this doesn't work anymore on PHP in the new versions.
Chat had that. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everyone. Yeah, but this, I don't think this is still working on PHP 8. Let's see. Oh, it's a warning. So it still works. That's why it's working. That was an easy one. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
So 11, 12. Oof. Okay, function foo with X, and the position 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 needs to be different than null.
What?
But at the same time, this and the best solution possible, the best score possible is 1.
Huh. So it needs to be an array or something.
I'm gonna just do this. No? I'm gonna just do this.
Oh, because a string can be used like an array.
An array, yeah. So I know why this is working, by the way. So first of all, it's working because it's a PHP 7.1, okay? Then the constant fallback will fall back to string. You can access a string as an array to kind of get the characters at the given position. However, there is no character at this position, so you get a warning.
And then it gets to null?
Which is
not null.
Which is not null. That's
then
kind of the
that?
difficult. That's kind of the difficult thing, because it's.
Oh, it's an empty string maybe, because like an. If you let's try that.
You mean like if I. This should actually still work on PHP.
Yeah.
Like if I do this, and if I try to output like, so if I output 0, this will give me A effectively, I think. So var dump A, this will give me A. All right, expected, right? So if I have 1, this will give me empty string.
Yeah, empty string.
You're
Okay.
right. Jesus Christ.
That's why it's not null.
That's why it's not null.
And
but then
it's
empty string will be
yeah.
equals to empty string. That was a good one.
Nice.
Best score 1, that's right. Puyapal is equally saying equals, literally trying empty characters.
What's the heck is hacking right now? Like, yeah.
Dude, this is like the most crazy PHP geek stuff I have ever done in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way, for being geek enough to creating something like this.
So what I did, the first version had like 10 levels, and I think that from level 11, these were contributed by people on the internet.
Yeah, let's do a tweet about this, by the way. I'm gonna just copy paste this. Return true to win. Is this like a good enough? By the way, Chad, what do you think it was like the best one? The best.
Let's check with the solutions that we now have.
I think this is fun enough, though.
Yeah, this should be good.
This is. Well, with this thing, it wouldn't work actually, and I need the latest version of PHP.
No, this works with the latest version of PHP.
I don't think it would.
Oh no, because of the quotes. Yes, you're right.
You know. Let me see.
The one with the emojis, right?
Level
No.
5.
Yeah. This one is really simple.
Yeah, you wanna do this one?
I mean, simple. You know,
Yeah,
simple
yeah.
to read.
Simple. All right, let's do this one.
And maybe you want to have the. Or maybe not. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna just do this.
Yeah, but then there is no challenge
Why?
because you just put a string with 4 characters.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
What is the value on X, or what is the value that you need to give on X so
That foo returns true.
that foo returns true, taking in consideration that X is 1 character.
Oh wait, you need PHP 7 because of the quotes. Else you would need 3 characters.
Okay, here I can say we're taking consideration that X is 3 characters.
X is a yeah, that works.
That would work, right?
Yeah, that's good because 4 and 3, everyone will be like, what does it mean?
What the fuck?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so what is the value that you need to give on X so that foo returns true, taking in consideration that X is exactly 3 characters?
Yeah.
This is so fucked up. All right, Chad. Thank you so much for being with us today. By the way, thank you so much, Matthew, for coming once again to my live stream. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
Yeah.
And thank you also as well for this weekend. You know, it's fun to be with you. I like the way that you are so geek and just like me. And, you know, it's just fun to be with you, okay? By the way, chat, let me know if you want to have Matthew a little bit more here with us in the possible future stream, potentially to talk about his projects or potentially to have him again to do some cool stuff like this. Let me know if you enjoyed the content today. Give me a like as well on the YouTube video. And, you know, I catch you guys next week, flying back to Portugal tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming today. Catch you next time. Peace out.